Welcome to Trademiner Forex. Hi, my name is Lan Turner, and I'm the president of Gecko Software, and we're the creators of Track and Trade Pro, Track and Trade Live, and of course, Trademiner. In this introductory video, I want to quickly take you through the process of having Trademiner extract from the market the very cream of the crop trading opportunities for the upcoming several weeks. Trademiner was designed to mine through millions of historical trading records, looking for markets that have shown consistent gains during our trading time period. Then give us a listing of which markets have been consistently profitable and when we should consider taking trades. So let's get started. What we're looking at is the graphical user interface for Trademiner Forex. You'll notice that up in the upper left-hand corner, we have three tabs. The first tab is the Mining tab. This is where we ask Trademiner to extract the highest probability trades for our given time period. The second tab is our Portfolio tab. Once Trademiner has provided us with the results we're looking for, we can simply add them to our Portfolio tab for further review. The third tab is where we provide the user with a number of educational videos and electronic manual for further tips and tricks on using Trademiner. So let's get started and run Trademiner through its paces. The first thing I want to do is simply read this paragraph under the first tab. And as you'll notice, it's a very simple process of telling Trademiner how to extract exactly what we're looking for. Step 1. Find and select high probability trading opportunities for your portfolio. Prospect for trades in the month of, and we've got a drop down here, and I'm going to select March. Find trades that win at least 85% of the time, showing both buys and sells or longs and shorts, and we're going to say both. List trades that last at least, this is 10 trading days, but no more than 30 trading days. So I want it to be a trend. I don't want it to be just an anomaly. And then mine at least 10 years of historical data. So I want them to be 85% accurate over the last 10 years. Otherwise, I don't want it to show up in my list. So I'm going to go ahead and have Trademiner dig now through millions of Forex records. And you can see that's done in a matter of seconds using our proprietary data cube technology. Now notice that 85% of the time, showing both longs and shorts over the last 10 years, we have 189 opportunities in the month of March. So we're going to come down through here. Now, the way we filter this down and just get the cream of the cream, we're going to come across and we're going to look at the different headers that we have listed in Trademiner. Now, Trademiner gives you a number of different opportunities to look and search and find the different statistical information that we need to make our trading decisions. And you'll notice as I slide this bar across here, we have lots and lots of information that helps us identify where it is that we want to be trading during this particular time frame. So I'm going to come back to the front, and of course we can move all of these around. We can drag, for example, if we want to list the biggest profits up front, we can just slide that up here to where it's easier to see. Or if we want biggest profits by return on margin, we can just slide that one up here. And of course we can sort by any of these columns by just clicking on the header. Once we've clicked on the header, it sorts them either by ascending or descending order. We can sort by 3 columns at the same time by using this dialog box and coming in and selecting which columns we want to sort by in an ascending or descending order. We hit OK, and we can come in and again sort by these columns. We bring the biggest one to the top. We take a look at it. We're going to come in, and this one says biggest profits, and that sounds like a good one for our example right now. We're going to add a couple of these to our portfolio, and the way we do that is we just select add, and we're going to select just a couple of these in here and add them to our portfolio. And as we do that, you can see that we're adding them to our portfolio view. Now we have a number of those added over to our portfolio. We can switch over to tab number 2. And in tab number 2, you can see we've got all of our listings here. And what I like to do is come through, and maybe we can do a little bit more filtering by sorting on some of these different markets, these different headers, deciding what we want to look at in particular. And what I like to do at that point is maybe eliminate a couple more. And what I'll do is I'll sort by the entry date. If I've got a couple that start on the same dates, maybe I'll eliminate them. If I've got a couple of opportunities that are very similar, so we have a couple of similar opportunities, let's go remove that selected one. Here's another one, Australian dollars in there a couple times. Let's go ahead and remove that one. It's in there with 2 different opportunities, so we'll remove that one. And here's another one. Maybe we'll remove this one's in there a couple of different times with different, just a tiny variation, so we'll remove one of those. So now I'm going to sort by, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to sort by the open date. And I'm going to get my first one in line, and now March 2nd I'm going to start looking at EURJPY to be a long position, and then come March 15th I'm going to be looking at AUDJPY to be a long position, and then March 18th I'm going to start looking at AUDJPY to be a long position. There's another duplicate. Maybe what I'll do is I'll get rid of one of those duplicates, and again back here to GBP JPY on March 21st to be a long position, and then on EURAUD Australian dollar on March 21st we're going to be looking to go short Australian dollar on that one, EURAUD, and then on EURAUD March 22nd we're going to be looking to go short that position. And again, it's really that simple. All we have to do is come through here and click the print button. It's going to print that information out for us. We also have some additional charts and graphs that we can look at to help us analyze our market a little bit more. This, of course, is the equity curve, showing us the equity of this particular trade. And we can come down and click on each one individually and see the different equity curves. Of course, we come to the next tile, and of course this button includes the profit and the drawdown on each individual year for this individual trade. Of course, we have a risk versus reward chart, and then this button here gives us individual trades or information on every single trade for the entire series down through the entire years that this market was profitable. And so that is a rundown of a quick way of using Trademiner to give us the cream of the crop, very best trading opportunities for our trading time period, which markets we should be looking at, which in this case are between 85 and 90% accurate over a 10 to 12 year time frame on these individual markets.